greetings, everyone. 'Tis the season once more, when families convene and waistlines expand, which means it's time once again for me to say, Merry Game Fire, everybody.
Merry Game Fire, Chris.
Oh,
it was good that our name works
8
so
to
well.
be here. People love him.
I just love that line, it's 8 to be
There
here.
you go, it catches on.
Who said that?
this is episode 22.
Yeah, but it was funny when Mike said it in episode 8.
It was funny when Mike said it.
Was that episode 8?
Of course it was. It wasn't episode 7.
It's true on
Was that one that you were on?
He was.
Yeah, that's why he knows
I'm
about
not
it.
Sticks with him.
I'm not
Hey,
gonna,
are you going to be quoting episodes you were on?
I
episode 8?
probably will, yeah. It's come to the point now where I've got nothing left to give.
So this is our second festive edition of the Ready Game Fire podcast, Merry Game Fire 2. I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but we laid down Merry Game Fire 1 on the 14th of December as well.
Did we?
Yeah, it's the same day as last year,
Wow.
14th of December. Brilliant. For the hardcore Ready Game Fire fans out there, there's a little fact for your scrapbook.
They'd already know it.
Only 4 months to my birthday.
Yeah, well, obviously.
Get saving.
Only 4 days to my birthday.
Don't care.
Hopefully you've already been saving. Don't care.
I am your ho-ho host, Chris Fox. Also here with me are... What?
It's good.
It's good.
I can't believe the game last year. How did that one slip by? Whole year you was missing on that one.
Yeah. And speaking of brilliant, here's the opposite of brilliant with your intro, Steve. He sits atop of your Christmas tree, but he's no angel. It's the nicest man on the naughty list, Stephen Edwards. I don't know what any of that means.
Do you know what else is on top of Christmas tree?
I don't know.
Big shining star.
Yeah? Oh.
Saved it.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
If
So
Stuart can do a sort of Paul Merton style additions every single...
Do me.
he's all I want for Christmas. Please welcome the cross between King Herod and the Virgin Mary. It's Stuart Fenn,
What's that mean? I'm both the mother of God and... Well, no,
the killer of babies.
I'll take
It's
it.
close enough.
I'll take it.
You are, I agree, you're somewhere in the middle of them. There's no one's down
It's a
that.
spectrum that you fit very nicely into.
And finally, who's that under the mistletoe? Possible names for this guy were Max, Solar, and Hydro. It's creepy for his age, Mike Power.
Jingle all the way, dear listeners.
Now, I was toying with an idea for this episode,
Christmas themed?
the family-friendly thing, because I was on a family holiday once.
Yeah.
I replaced the word fuck with festive. So I'd say, oh, for festive's sake, because it was on a Christmas holiday.
Why were you swearing so much with your family?
I don't know.
Did they pick up on the festive hells and the...
Mother Festive.
I'm just popping out to go festive a woman. Like this. And picks up
Festive this place.
Yeah.
No,
like,
yeah.
Chris is in a
They
Christmassy
just got like,
mood,
he's
isn't
so
he?
Christmassy.
I love him.
I was trying not to swear.
Yeah, doesn't work.
Could maybe be funnier when we replace it with like Christmassy words or nice words.
Okay.
We'd have to change
I'm
all
up
the
for
words,
it.
though. Like, what's...
I think we all pick our own words for our
Shit.
swear.
Personally, I'll be using quite a lot. So if I say
fuck.
tinsel,
Fuck for twat.
Tinsel, interesting.
Shit is shepherd. Wank is wise man.
Okay, this works.
right?
Fuck was festive.
True.
And is tinsel.
Tinsel.
There's
There's
one
one problem I can see with
Ding
this.
Go on.
You've already said them, yeah, exactly.
Well, like, there's tinsel in the... What do we do there?
Yeah, we're gonna reference it.
Because I like to talk about the tinsel.
Well, you can't say, oh look, that
There's
Christmas.
a gaping...
Well,
There's
tinsel
loads
over
of
there.
shepherd
We,
heads in this
swapped,
room.
we literally
You've
swapped the
hung that
words.
tinsel like
Okay,
a right
so
old
you've
tinsel.
got
Tinsel.
on your lightsaber. Things like that, you mean?
Exactly.
Alright, cool. I like it.
Wicked.
This couldn't be less family friendly.
Yeah, no.
It's gone
This is
quite
family hateful.
Oh yeah.
festive. He's such a festive wise man, isn't he? Such a festive wise man.
So it's a Christmas episode in terms of content, and we're trying to do the family festive friendly thing with the lack of swearing.
Festive, yeah.
Yeah, did you just swear?
We've also got in the room, we've got mince pies and Yuletide logs and sherry and Ready Game Fire branded crackers. Brilliant. The price.
That's
was fine.
huge. Can I go get it?
Yeah, they're special toys.
I'll be right back. Don't do anything fun without...
Well, who got the bigger half?
Who
got the bigger half?
Anyway, what did you wish for? Yeah, Stuart very much got the bigger half. Well, you don't win it.
We will get one.
You got a Boba Fett.
Take it.
Whoa.
Take it, mate.
Thank you.
Stuart's won a little wind-up Boba Fett.
Now, as we all know, these are now Class 1 fireworks.
The best thing about a cracker is the way it smells after it's gone pop.
Is there a smell?
Oh,
Mine says diamond
you've
on it.
you got a little joke there.
Okay, what is it? Let's see.
Hit us.
What is Link's favourite animal? I don't know who Link is.
A horse.
I'm excited.
The sausage. Lincoln sausage.
No.
Lincoln sausage. That. Go on.
Shall I tell you?
Yeah.
A gazelda. Yeah. It's very good, mate. I like that a lot.
Wow. So
Come
you
on.
have stuffed your own crackers?
Yeah.
I didn't think you had. I joked that you had, and
Stuffed your own crackers.
he's made. Steve's tucked into the Christmas Yuletide logs.
Why not, man?
We've got chocolate logs here.
Yeah, these are Class 1 fireworks, as was made clear in the last episode of Merry Game Fire, so
wow.
be careful.
Be damn
because-
careful. Is there a fire extinguisher to hand? Or at least a fire blanket?
No, but I was once a fire marshal, so...
Would you
pretty
throw
sure,
yourself onto the blaze to protect our sweet, tight bodies?
Steve, would you like to do a cracker with me?
I'd be honoured, mate.
Right.
Oh, I can't do it with that wrist. Sorry.
Why not? Chris gets surprised.
Well, Chris win.
I won a prize.
Chris is now opening his cracker.
A little stormtrooper wind up. I'm noticing a thing.
Pretty good.
Got a little stormtrooper
Did you
thing.
put these in yourself?
I think we
Yeah,
decided.
I upgraded them.
He's amazing.
We don't. Surely Stuart doesn't keep that.
Yeah. Everyone gets one of these.
Why are we?
Well, we were.
No, it isn't.
Here comes
Here's
Chris
here's a joke for my cracker.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
You want to swap?
Gazelda.
No, I want this one. It's brilliant.
It's bad.
What was Bomberman arrested for?
Bombs.
Indecent exposure.
Oh, like it.
Okay.
That's weaker than.
A bit weaker, but still nice.
The Gazelda joke's amazing, though.
Well,
so
that
it's pretty
works
good.
on so many levels.
I need
Yeah,
to. Come on,
right.
I'm gonna win something.
Oh, well, that's,
Yeah!
Oh, yeah.
Lucky
Mike
mate.
won.
That's fun, isn't it? We're all having a great day. I better get one.
Well, pull it against me and then you get one.
Is that going to work? Is that how it works?
Oh, I got the best one. I got
Darth
wind
Vader.
up Darth Maul, bitches.
Got the worst one, mate.
Is Jar Jar Binks an option?
You, sir, will have to pull the cracker and find out.
They're all baddies,
Here
aren't
comes.
they?
Well,
They're all
here,
baddies.
got.
I'll have him.
Yeah, you win. All right, fine.
Darth
Has he
Vader.
got a little cloak
Steve
on?
got Vader.
I'm a little bit disappointed.
Has he got a little cloak on? He's got a little plastic cloak.
Yeah,
though.
Steve, you got Vader.
All right,
Yeah,
here's
it's
my
like-
joke.
All right, we've got a joke. Can I have the joke?
What does Solid Snake say when he drinks beer out of a rusty keg?
Wait. I'm thinking.
Metal beer.
Is that what he said?
Metal beer.
Metal beer.
This
Just
one-
metal beer.
He got it.
This one is the best one.
Yeah.
I didn't come up with the jokes, by the way.
Oh yeah, no, still good.
Why does Donkey Kong always brush his teeth?
Because his Diddy.
To prevent tooth decay.
That's really good.
That's great. I told you that was the best one.
That is really good.
Now,
Hey, what? Darth Maul can't even stand up.
happy Christmas, everybody.
Thanks, Chris. That's amazing. Thanks for
Now
stopping
we've got
the.
we've got leftover jokes here if we run out of material later on.
Brilliant. Wow. Stu can use him. He's good. He needs a bit of help with the comedy. So.
I'll just whet your appetite with where did Captain Price buy his car?
The soap
Southampton.
box.
The soapbox army, yeah.
Modern car fair.
Keep them coming.
Yes.
There'll be more later.
That should be the whole show.
Modern car fair.
We'll slip him in as we go.
I know.
That's perplexing on so many levels.
Anyway, so
Forget how
yeah,
fucking clever
that noise you can. I definitely shouldn't have. The noise you can hear are wind up.
Look at that Vader go.
Walkie Star Wars toys.
Pretty good though, those toys. I like it a lot. It's made my Christmas.
They're amazing, man.
I just remember she wanted to see us open the crackers.
This has derailed the podcast quite severely.
I've noticed that.
Look at them go!
No second-hand news this week, but don't worry, it'll be back next episode with a revengeance.
Yeah, that's.
A Metal Gear Rising revengeance. Are you all right after?
No.
Got you in the wrist.
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
Jeez.
What got him? Did Kai sit on his wrist?
No, we just listened to it.
Oh!
Yeah, I did.
Bang out, boy.
I feel a bit bad though.
Well, he's got that falling over disease, hasn't he? Like those goats have.
Goats that have been pushed over.
Standing feels too
those
long.
ones that
Kai tipping.
those ones that lock their knees when they panic and fall over.
Mike just said Kai
Kai
tipping.
tipping.
It's very good.
Oh my! Never played it in the office at all. in the past?
Yeah.
Kai.
Just run up to him, put your
God.
shoulder into
He
him.
does fall asleep a lot in his chair, so there'll be lots of
Really?
opportunities for kite tipping.
That's another
And
good.
he's got 4 stomachs.
Oh God, no!
Well, we did discuss earlier. He's got 4 food types, each one for each.
4 food groups: bread, chocolate, crisps, and chips.
2 of them very similar. 2 of them the same
Right.
cat hog.
We're all behatted.
So Chris, what's this episode actually about then?
So yeah, it's the end of the year, so we're going to join in with everybody else and do our end of the year nominations. But because it's us, it's going to be better.
A little wacky. A little
And if you don't believe that, festive you.
Yeah, you tinsel.
We never defined quim. Could we possibly make it quince?
What's quim?
Victorian word for lady part.
What do they call it in? Always makes me laugh. Like
Call it what in the World War? Did you
no,
say?
in Boardwalk Empire. They always call something like your Muffy or something.
Cunny?
Cunny. Always makes me laugh.
Is it actually?
Yeah, they always say cunny.
How
Yeah.
did he know that?
Never seen it.
Yeah.
No, but it's the old-fashioned.
As you can see, I've clearly got a...
Just those old-fashioned words for
Exactly.
tinsel.
I'm a time-travelling pervert.
The Doctor Who spin-off we haven't seen yet.
That's it, yeah.
Oh, there's always this Christmas. So we've got loads of delicious categories for you that all members of the Ready Game Fire family, past, present, and future. I say all. That's a big claim. We got a lot of people to cast their votes. So once again, like our top 20, which was greatly received by all. No disagreements there. This is a purely democratic system. To introduce the first category, it's Scarlett Johansson and Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Exactly. Oh,
The nominations are. No,
she doesn't sound like that, man. She sounds
the
much
award?
prettier than that.
Oh my God! What's the award?
I don't know exactly.
Well, I
Just in the mirror
remember.
with your dick between your legs.
So the first category is the worst character. The worst character in a game of the year.
An award that doesn't get covered enough by the so-called professional
Mainstream.
people in the world games industry.
Like the interviewer in F1. That's what I'd go for.
So you should have been here for worst character of 2011.
In the
Here are the nominations. Here are the Om Nom nominations. Adam Jensen from Deus Ex Human Revolution. Yay! Why are we doing all the Oscars? Here, go on.
I don't know. What, yeah, you do. Yeah, go.
This is what's going on. That's all he is.
Someone's planted robots in my
Stuart,
head.
you want to...
not really. He's just a bit of an emo fuck, isn't he?
His voice is... I literally nominated him.
room for you, Dad.
That's how I think of him anyway.
He wasn't like that.
Is that what you're joking
He wasn't
about?
like that until his taste in music was
I'm not a
augmented.
robot.
His voice would be really squeaky, and then obviously with the augmentation.
He wears shades at night, the tough.
It's hard
they
to
can
give a
slide
shit
back
about
into
his
his head.
story.
Everyone's passionate in their disdain for that fucking
He might win.
tinsel.
He might win. I'm not
He's
sure.
awful.
I feel like he might win.
Fucking tinsel.
Wow, that festive...
Festive tinsel.
Festive
That
very
festive
good one,
tinsel
man.
wise
That's
man.
brilliant.
Just after you punch like a like
Yeah,
a shopping centre of Santa Claus, you festive.
Any midgets. That's
Where
good.
were we? So that was that. So he's won, has he?
Well, he's awful.
No, we've
to be
announced-
honest, I don't even care.
We've announced the first nominee
Yeah.
in the first category, Michael.
Go. Here we go.
He's not won anything.
Yeah. The other contenders for this category are Marcus Phoenix, Gears of War 3, Hold It Fenn,
There will be time.
Dom.
Don't spoil us.
massive spoilers, Cole Phelps, LA Noire, Skyrim Guards from Skyrim, and what's Blackburn's first name?
Doesn't matter. Just Captain Blackburn.
And Captain Blackburn from Battlefield 3.
Oh, Cole Phelps. Is,
I haven't even touched Battlefield single player.
Yeah, with good reason, because Captain Blackburn's the main character. And he's bloody awful. That is a hell of a list.
It
Good
is
man,
a list.
because we've been playing a lot.
Terrible
I
list,
threw,
isn't it?
I threw Phelps in there because even though he was like the main character of LA Noire, he was just terrible. And the things he did, the things he did for crime, i.e. letting everyone get away with it because he just touched everything, just awful.
There is one huge thing, and I see Stuart itching to discuss the fact that Marcus Phoenix has been nominated for the award.
I just think it's very narrow-minded and retarded.
I was tempted to vote for him, Stuart.
I agree, very narrow-minded and retarded writing on the
I
file.
find it tired and pedantic.
Yeah, but it's true as well.
More put down.
No,
Pedanticness can be
course,
true.
I'm not going to defend Gears in this for this. You know, of course
Storytelling.
not.
I think the problem is that he gets people try and defend it. If people just left him and yeah, he's not great.
Yeah,
I mean, people do try and make it sound like he's great.
I mean, obviously, you guys want me to fit the role of fanboy for this. I'm no one's fanboy. I
thought you were my
But you played it so well on previous episodes, Stuart. I don't understand why.
have I indeed?
Yeah.
I learned from Mike.
Sony hater, Xbox fanboy. That's what you've been painted as. That's why you're here.
Think about it is though. He goes on an emotional journey. He loses a friend,
And yeah, he
he
shows
loses a
lack of
father.
emotion.
Yeah.
He gains a possible life partner at the end,
Dom.
and he shows you his hair color,
What colour is it?
and it's like dark.
Bubblegum. Bubblegum.
I knew it. I bet
Like
it's
his
black,
soul.
short, and looks exactly like his bandana.
It's like your hair. No, it looks kind of off actually. It doesn't look right. But it's an important part of his characterization.
No, it isn't.
Takes off
So-
his bandana.
Having hair.
Like I say, it's like when Bono takes off his glasses. It's just it just
God.
reveals the true evil underneath what he's hidden all along.
Well, do you know what,
comparison.
guys? We're not actually here to discuss who should win these because it's already been decided.
Yeah.
Would you guys like the results of worst?
But this is how they do
Please.
it at the Oscars. They read them out, and then the two presenters up there discuss for about
Go,
10 minutes
oh, I
each
love
film.
Twilight.
They're like, I can't believe
I love
Twilight
Twilight.
hasn't been nominated this year.
Worst character of 2011.
Are you ready?
Well, yeah,
I'm
that's what I
excited. Yeah, it's big.
It's Adam Jensen.
Yeah, I thought it
Had
might
to
be.
be Adam
Christ
Jensen.
for that.
Really.
Never. I mean, that game. I thought it was going to be an amazing game. I'm sure it is if I got into it. Never did. And he is a twat.
Dallimore told me it was amazing, and I bought it, and I'm not happy.
Yeah. I bought it. Like, it was my first big PC game I got. I got my PC. And he is the reason I didn't get into it. Because you want to have some empathy towards your main character. But like I say, he just... I don't know. He has like a big loss at the start, and yet you hate him so much. You kind of think she's probably better off not being.
Yeah.
I literally, I literally
yeah.
don't even think of him as a character. Like I enjoyed the game quite a lot. I enjoyed playing through it, and for the first half, when you're getting skills and stuff, it's really good. But then you have all the skills, and the game falls away into boringness. And more importantly, the guy you're playing as, you don't give a crap about.
What about when Adam Jensen takes
I mean,
off his belt at the end?
I mean,
And you're like, oh,
he's got a
what
slightly
would it
bigger
look
waistline.
like underneath that belt.
does
He,
he, get,
What an arc!
does he get his balls out? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll play it.
Balls out.
Augmented balls.
To be honest, when
Yeah.
I nominated him, it was solely because of his voice, though. Originally,
Yeah,
like
it's not
I hated it. So, like the whole Bale Batman thing is like
Yeah.
10 times worse than it.
Yeah,
'cause
yeah.
They don't even try and give him any other tone to
Yeah.
his voice other than gravelly and a dark.
Batman puts on that voice.
Yeah,
to be
exactly.
scary.
Batman-
Jensen just is.
Decorations can be dickhead.
Mince pies.
Yeah.
So Jensen, douche of the year. Moving on.
He should be.
Well
They
deserved.
should be proud to get something.
Yeah.
Not many games are gonna get awards from us. So get worst character at least it's something.
Shoot.
Next up, we got best level / moment.
Best level / move. 2011.
I like we're flipping between shit and good here.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
between shepherds and
Good.
good.
You can say the good words.
God.
We can say good shepherds and godlike.
God. So for best level / moment of 2011.
Not played it.
Hold on, there are spoilers.
Yeah. Give a shepherd, play the festive game.
Very good at this.
Spoilers coming up.
Got to work on it.
The Mr. Freeze fight from Batman Arkham City.
Very
It
nice.
was amazing.
Stowaway from Uncharted 3.
Not played it.
Getting in a jet for the first time in Battlefield 3.
Not that great.
Wheatley's turn in Portal 2.
Oh, devastating.
Pretty good.
And the ending of Modern Warfare 3.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
From Modern Warfare 3.
Yeah.
Those are some good
Had to
old
bracket
moments. You haven't got to this bit in Uncharted 3, have you?
No,
It's probably the best bit in the game.
where you walk around in the desert.
Yeah, the way you land and then the whole desert thing is just brilliant.
Okay.
Oh, the freeze one is brilliant
Yeah.
because we can talk about that because that's the one where you have to use all of your gadgets. You have to really think. It's the only boss battle I've played
In
this
both
year.
games.
You can't hurt me, Batman.
Yeah, it's not just throwing a batarang at someone's head or something.
Boss battles in the Batman game, these recent ones have, generally been panned. Even the newer game still is a little bit under. But the freeze one is genuinely a great boss battle. You've been playing the whole way, kind of sneaking, doing this and that, and suddenly it's like,
Yeah.
you can't take me down in the same way, so you have to use every single takedown possible. And you get to the end, you're like, shit, Shepard, how do I take him down? I've used the line launch takedown, the jumping from a roof, throwing a barrier in his face.
There's loads of different ones.
Yeah,
like
you
you
forget
don't
how
have
many
to
there
use
are.
them all because the
Yeah.
second time when I did it on the New Game Plus,
Did loads more.
I did ones that I hadn't done before.
Yeah. You
Which
forget.
is wicked. So there's
So you're saying it's better than the Joker fight from Asylum?
slightly Modern Warfare 3. We can't actually talk about that because that is completely spoiler.
Yeah.
I know most people don't care, but
The end of 3 wraps up really well, and it's quite astonishingly brutal.
Yeah.
The end as well, and
it's
quite
a love. Yeah, it's what you'd want the final thing to happen in Modern Warfare 3 to be.
Yeah.
I've got to say, the jets is why I want to get Battlefield 3. Move on very quickly though to the moment of gaming that I've been that stuck with me, like Portal 2 related
Yeah,
spoilers. Wheatley's
Oh,
turn.
really, yeah.
I've never felt that way about a game character before. He is your only companion in this cold steel world full of evil robots.
And a great companion.
And then you make a friend who helps you, who's funny. He's voiced by Bristol comedian, comedy writer Stephen Merchant. And one time it was me, a defective turret, and Wheatley, and I said out loud, "What a team I've got going here. We're unstoppable." When you're slowly going up in the lift, and then you start to have this horrible... and I literally had this feeling in my stomach. It was horrible.
Yeah.
It was like how you'd feel if a friend betrayed you in real life.
Yeah.
And then Wheatley, he does the evil thing on you.
And the worst thing is, it's kind of your fault. You do it. You choose to put him into the machine.
Yeah, but there's no other way.
No, I know, but and that's the brilliant thing. Like you, at that time, you still felt like it was your choice. You felt like you maybe could have done differently because you were so rushed. You were like, shit.
I was so eager then.
Get out GLaDOS quickly, throw in Wheatley,
Yeah.
and you don't even think what could happen. And you realise, as you say, as suddenly the lift's rising and Wheatley's there, suddenly realising how much power he has. You're like, oh no.
See, I never put him in there, and I played for the rest of the game with him as my friend,
Oh, really? Wow, that's amazing.
and it was a much happier affair.
I just got a test.
It's
I
phenomenal.
feel we do need to. We've been so nice to the other ones. Let's at least discuss Battlefield a little bit because that.
Sure, yeah.
Well, the Battlefield
Stuart's
jet
very
thing.
dismissive of it. Yeah.
No, it's a great game. I love the game, but it's not about the jet.
I saw a video the other day where two people were dogfighting in planes.
Did you see
And
dogging?
one of the jets just
I
went into
saw
a
that.
vertical
It's
climb.
amazing. Yeah.
Vertical climb, and he leaped out of his jet, shot the other guy's jet with a rocket launcher,
Pretty good.
and then flew back towards his jet and got back in and flew off. It was amazing. It was absolutely amazing.
The thing is, though,
That's Bond.
you're not going to do that.
What?
You're going to get in the plane.
Yeah.
You're going to be unable to kill anything. The
Next
next thing that will happen
take
will
off.
be you will crash, or someone will shoot you down. At which point you'll just respawn as a
Stu,
man.
It's at least manageable. The funniest is people with their helicopters for the first time.
Yeah.
Because
Helicopters are mental,
you
yeah,
just up and down, then you start to sort of tail spin out. Like, I remember the first time I saw someone online doing it, and I was like, you could see them up and down.
Just test the
And it
controls out.
was like from a sitcom or something, because they sort of flew off over a hill, and I just saw a massive smoke, and I was
Is
like,
it really that
There's a
hard?
really good one.
Yeah,
you get used to it, man. There's a really good one.
They've always been
My
really
brother was like, we were playing the other day, and he was. We were inserting on top of a building, and he was gonna. I was my penis into his rear.
On top
Your what into his?
Parcel.
You can
we haven't got
Present.
present.
My present. And yeah, it's like he's gonna land us. It's like it's gonna be a hard landing, and we just went in the side of the wall, destroyed the building.
What could have made
Really good.
the helicopter crash better for me is just as soon as it happened, first comment, festive helicopter noobs. It was just like wicked. That's what we were saying.
They've
But,
always is very close between Stowaway, but the winner is Wheatley's turn.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's shocking
Good
stuff.
I don't think that can be argued against.
yeah, it's brilliant.
So Stowaway came second. That's impressive.
Yeah. It did.
I really like GLaDOS as a potato-powered
Yeah.
device.
Yeah, and
It's
that's
so
all kind of tied in
random.
from that,
Yeah,
isn't
it's
it?
really good. And then a bird just takes it away.
Before we move off the topic of Wheatley's turn, I've got to say, like, I was so in love with that character, felt so betrayed when he betrayed me, and then because you get plummeted down to the very bottom of the facility, and you've got to work your way back up to face him, you get more determined and you get more focused on the goal of taking him out. The biggest surprise of 2011.
There are a few.
We've got the Catwoman door choice from Batman Arkham City,
Yes.
the final moral choice from Infamous 2,
Oh.
Yeah, I know. Question marks.
Mortal Kombat being really good,
Yep.
Duke Nukem Forever coming out,
Yeah, of course.
and the ending of Portal 2.
Oh,
I have grudgingly played Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, see, Mortal Kombat being in there, it's alright.
it didn't.
It's not
It
great.
didn't surprise
I
me.
suppose
Pish.
it played, so it's in there.
Great
It
choice,
worked.
isn't it? That's a
Playable.
surprise.
Yeah.
It was really, really good.
I mean-
I was surprised at how good it was. The story mode was wicked.
Oh yeah.
A lot of people did love it.
Duke Nukem Forever, industry-wide joke.
Still is.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, industry-wide joke that it would, never, ever.
I've got to say, he's done well to avoid being in worst character.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say it's bad. It's just out of time. It's just out of its
Yeah.
time, isn't it?
It was underused.
It's a parody anyway, so...
Yeah, ending of Portal
Totally.
2, I wanted to put in best moments, but this works here because that was one of those. what the festive? Is this the moment? Are we doing this? Are we shooting at the moon
yeah,
with a portal?
Yeah, in space.
It's my favourite. It's my favourite moment of a game this year.
My favourite game this year. I think.
Yeah, it's not in the moments.
No,
It's in the
but I think I
surprises.
like that we put one from the other because they could have both been interchangeable.
Yeah,
Really. They could have had one.
I
or
like
the
to.
other.
It guides you. It guides you really nicely into it. But I wasn't sure whether I was being guided or whether I was just
Exactly,
being
yeah.
brilliant.
Yeah, you don't know.
I've solved this in a way no one else has.
I think in the most surprising moment for me by far, but unfortunately not many people did it, so it's probably not going to win, is the Batman door choice. Because
Yes.
I was like, well, I was shocked by what was going on. I don't know.
You didn't do it. Did you do it first time?
Second time.
Second time.
Because the first time, no one would do it. It's not a huge spoiler. It's a weird one because you won't actually choose to do it in the game. It's like basically you get a moment.
I will now though because you put that in my head.
You should do.
At a moment, yeah, exactly.
Because basically it's like you're Catwoman and you get a choice between go save Batman or go leave, and you just
With the
assume-
treasure.
Basically, you get a choice to save Batman or leave.
Is this a
forever.
spoiler?
It's a little bit spoiler.
Yeah,
It's quite a good
Real
moment.
spoiler, yeah.
I could give you much worse spoilers if you wanted me to.
I'm sure you could.
Yeah, it's moments like that in a game where you really find out what kind of a player you are. Because, whereas, of course, if you did that kind of thing, the game's not gonna, I'm always just like, better play it safe.
Yeah.
You know, got to go do. I've got to do this. I've got to go and rescue person X. See, that's how you don't spoil it.
Yeah, it's a good
Person
one, yeah.
X. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah,
I didn't even
Why
think
would you
about
call
it.
Batman Person X though? I'm confused.
And I'll be the only one who probably
I've got
knows
too many
this.
games I haven't
And
played.
thank you for leaving it on the list because it was one of my most
Infamous.
surprising moments of the,
Yeah,
of the
we
year.
need to give you something.
Thanks, mate, thanks.
You offer so much.
So what's that infamous thing then?
Infamous 2, yeah, as a people have criticised having a very binary moral choice system. You do the good thing or the bad thing. And
Like
most of the way,
every game does.
yeah, most of the way through the game, you do choose one or the other, and through this game, you get like a good ally and a bad ally. And obviously, if you befriend the bad ally, you do all bad missions, shoot people up and stuff. You do the good one, you save all the puppies, and then right near the end, you suddenly you have to make a massive choice that affects the entire kind of path of the game. And in fact, actually, the good one is now trying to get you to the bad thing, and the bad character trying to get you to the good thing, and
The
they've swapped it
switcheroo.
right round, and it still makes a load of sense for the character.
It's like a Bugs Bunny cartoon when the
Pretty
good
much,
the
yeah.
good one pops up and goes, "I think you should do it anyway, Doc." Meh.
That's pretty much it. And it surprised me because I wasn't expecting such a good moral choice system, and it was an emotional rollercoaster.
So that's how you
I
do
got
it
it
without
free
giving
when-
spoilers. I like it.
Yeah, I've got infamous waiting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Infamous.
I always
We
say,
all have-
always
we
say
all
crack on with those two games. They're phenomenal.
We've all got
games.
Infamous on our free download
That's
thing.
it.
None of us are playing.
Crack on with those games.
After
They're
Idiot
too
of the
good.
Year failed to keep their online system up and running.
Go on. Oh.
So the winner of Biggest Surprise was that Duke Nukem Forever finally came
okay.
out.
Serious?
Duke Nukem came out.
Yeah. Well, I made that joke already. You know, it's a surprise. I
You
didn't
didn't
even
make
know
it on the podcast.
Talks about all the tits.
I'm
and that, you know,
surprised
it's
that was
confused.
chosen.
They shouldn't have come out. I mean, how can you live up to it's like the Chinese democracy of video games?
It did sound like it's
Political.
Thing is, though, sometimes a game that's been made for 12 years, like 2 Human, comes out and it's amazing.
Or GT5.
GT5, $9.95 on Amazon today.
snapped it up. Got two, thank you very
I
much.
didn't.
Saw some sales figures for GT5 versus Forza 4.
It's about 10 times
Go
the
on.
amount.
That's it,
probably.
as man, yeah,
Spanking
smashed
it.
it. Yeah,
Of course it
you
is.
kind of, I don't know. You kind of think because people criticise it so much, I forget that it's a massive selling game.
Yeah, cool.
You forget that Joe Public on the street,
Just knows GT.
Gran Turismo is one of the franchises they know. We'll
it's
just
just
buy.
brand, isn't
It's
it?
the PlayStation.
just
It-
branding,
it's their
race.
it's their Halo. isn't
Well,
it?
yeah, the Joe Evo would own. would own like
Modern Warfare,
Grand Theft,
Gran Turismo, FIFA.
Modern Warfare. Yeah, exactly.
How's Joe Evo doing nowadays? The
I haven't
phrase.
seen him for a while. I don't know, man. I mean,
It's in my lexicon.
it's because Pro Evo is less relevant now than it was when I coined the term. It's
You
a
need
bit
one
of
for
a-
FIFA.
A
Like
Steve.
Kiefer.
A Steefer.
Steve.
Steve
a FIFA Sutherland.
FIFA Soylent.
Sutherland.
He's done it again.
My God. Anyway,
I'll drink to that.
Sutherland, not so much of the common name though, but I love it. Sutherland.
No, I'm going with FIFA Sutherland.
FIFA Sutherland. I mean, because Joe Evo works because it is. You just.
It's like, what did you just call me? Called you a FIFA Sutherland, mate. What does that mean? And then you look around the room and go, what does that mean?
You need that guy from 24.
Biggest disappointment.
Here we go. There's been some.
Can it be
huge
like
ones.
that? I still can't grow a proper beard because
Your November efforts were
Stuart
awful, mate.
November, yeah.
I didn't have
Did you do November?
Of course I didn't.
One hair.
Moving on, we've got Protocol 10 from Batman Arkham City.
I said, all this Batman shit is like over my head.
Yeah, you really should have played it by now because all of it's going to get ruined.
Because it is one of the biggest games of the year. So if you know that.
Protocol 10, Batman Arkham City.
So what's the category again?
The biggest disappointments.
Right, Protocol 10, yeah, definitely.
Sounds disappointing, doesn't
Protocol 9, yes.
Protocol 11.
Well, Protocol 11 was
Yeah.
Shepard as well.
it? By then, they'd jump the shark and they would Protocol 11. It got shocking. I'm
I
not
swear.
excited about getting to Mass Effect chat, so we can then talk about Commander shit. I look forward to that.
Protocol 10 from Batman Arkham City. Little Big Planet 2.
Boo!
Shouldn't be on there.
Mike's making his feelings
Trying
about
to
Little Big
talk about
Planet 2 known a little too early there, Mike. Hold in the booze.
Yeah, so we know what you voted for.
I'll tell you what, man, it's the booze that's the problem. Go on.
L.A. Noire.
Yep.
PlayStation Network's 5 system activation removal.
Yes.
It's a nice choice.
Skyward Sword.
No.
Duke Nukem Forever.
At this point.
Not disappointing.
Who disappoint?
Low expectation anyway.
Yeah.
Kai Connolly.
Oh, well. Now we're the big guns.
that is
Let's get
a
to that in a
big
minute.
call.
Let's cover Kai
With what?
with disappointing glory
Like
in
a
a minute.
shroud.
Little Big Planet 2.
Oh yeah, this is.
Booing Chris. As he
I see
reads
where
out
this is
awards.
coming from because we were so excited for it and we didn't play as much as we wanted to.
It
But
was just too similar.
there's so many games.
And it was
are.
broken.
See,
I know,
never-
but that was...
let's not forget
Little Big
that.
Planet 2 is exactly the same.
I didn't play one.
No, not
and
even.
consequently, I quite enjoyed 2.
Little Big Planet
no
2
doubt.
was just unbelievable. Like it was as different as most sequels are. I mean, it just tweaked it a little bit, added some new features.
As different as most sequels are.
Yeah. I mean, how much different was Batman Arkham City was so much different from Batman Arkham Asylum than
Yep.
Batman 2 was different from.
Open
You
world.
seem to like the story a Little Bit Planet 2, which seems to be something that
because they
contributes towards it.
added the little story.
Story's brilliant.
I liked all the characters. I
And it
liked
was
all the
funny.
weird,
Negativity.
the bizarre characters.
It was
in
very
I liked
silly.
it a
Oh,
lot.
don't you love it? The bit in Little Big Planet 2 story where that guy pops up and he goes...
You can do voice acting now as well.
That was brilliant.
That was
And the
one of my
community
faves.
stuff, it was the problem was my thought is this: if Little Big Planet 2 was coming out this February, it would be incredible. If it hadn't come out this February, it had like a 3-year gap.
It
was
just
a bit soon, yeah.
I'm sorry. It promised so much with the new ways you could create levels,
We just didn't
and they
like it.
just felt like tacked on mini games that weren't. They don't control that well at all.
concur.
The top-down racing doesn't work. The kind of the columns-esque drop-down
The
puzzle
rhythm
games.
game was so fun.
You're letting these go because they're in Little Big Planet, but they didn't play well compared to, like we say, the
Yeah,
top-down
yeah,
game.
no,
it
yeah.
didn't compare well to any other top-down game. You
Okay,
play any
but
other
when
top-down
we
game,
when we
it's gonna
played
be
the
worse.
point about this is when we played Little Big Planet 2, we played that first-person shooter. We didn't go, this doesn't play as well as Call of Duty. We were like, oh my god, someone's made it! It's unbelievable because they've actually made it in the game.
So I've moved on. Now I do think.
Well, maybe yeah.
it's not
That's
as
cool. I
tight.
haven't. I've still got my inner child.
The
Couldn't
core
disagree more.
platforming was the same, and the rest
Yeah.
of it was just like we were promised this huge thing, and it kind of, God. Sometimes when you complain about games, sometimes you just feel like a spoilt child.
Of course, yeah.
I was promised.
We didn't touch enough. We have to go back to it. I played it recently.
We didn't
and
touch
it's,
it enough.
It's so joyous.
Let's
as well.
not ignore the
Hear that,
fact
brother?
that
Dodgy.
So, Little Big Planet 2, it splits opinion.
yeah.
It divides.
Sony
The
fanboys
guys,
love
who,
it.
the guys who haven't played
Other
it very
people-
much, and no one's played it a lot.
and Sony
Yeah.
fanboys really like it. So people who haven't played it much don't like it, and Sony fanboys
Yeah.
I'm a bit-
festive love it.
I think it's time for another joke. This one's from James Dyer. Why doesn't Lennox Lewis like the PS3?
Wait.
I know the answer, but I'm not going to ruin it.
Because he's an ex-boxer.
Nice, nice.
Moving on.
Nice, nice. I like that a lot.
That's great.
So that's Little Big Planet 2, covered, slammed. L.A. Noire. Yeah,
Boring.
got bored of it, didn't finish it.
The main problem was the hype behind it as well. It really built up.
Again,
thinking it was
Rockstar
gonna-
hype.
Rockstar, you thought.
Of course
it
it's
was,
disappointing.
I think that studio deserved to be closed
Chuck it
down.
on the pile,
Move on.
I say.
Huh?
Just saying, I think the studio deserved to be closed down. Obviously, that's not what I really think. It's a character I'm portraying on
It's-
this podcast.
Is he a
Which is
fanboy?
more
Isn't
characters
he?
than anyone ever had.
Oh, love that.
No,
nice, yeah.
He's like that, Mike, and he's good at tying it all.
Yeah.
Up.
The PlayStation Network has gone from activating your downloadable content on. It's gone from 5 machines to 2 machines, but that's perfectly fine.
This is a weird one
It's
because
all legit. We don't admit
this
it.
is what it should be.
Yes.
But
Had it never
the
been
fact
there
it
in the past,
wasn't
yeah.
makes it disappointing for all those people out there, whoever they are, who have been taking advantage of
And they
having-
shouldn't have been doing it.
those
buying one game and then giving it to them.
But those
for
people
mates.
also then bought games on PSN rather than Xbox because they could share it. They didn't buy it, so
Yeah,
they thought.
yeah,
so
yeah,
that
yeah.
you know,
And they made a fifth of money.
those people, you know.
And it's not
They exist.
the way it's kind of like an exploit and not out and out piracy.
Of course.
No, of course not.
But it's still bad. Whoever did it.
Yeah.
Skyward Sword. I voted for that.
Yeah. Bit of a
It's
gut.
Chris's
Bit of a
nomination.
gut
I
reaction.
haven't played enough of it, so I'm not going to say.
Probably because you were so disappointed.
And I damaged my wrist recently.
Stop going about your wrist.
Well, I've been able to play that game.
Was it falling?
Falling, yeah.
Falling from his wanking perch.
What?
Falling from his wise manning perch.
We're not going to call it wise man now.
Wise manning.
When Steve's been wise manning ludicrously over the last 5 days, we don't, don't clean it up, do we?
Damn, things are going to get hurt.
And Kai Connolly.
I think Chris should have a moment to explain why Kai's on this list, because it's not. We don't want to be too horrible to Kai.
Kai's on the list
Gets a lot of
because
stick.
he
Gets a lot of shepherd.
he kept cancelling on podcast appearances.
He's made 2 this year. 3. 2.
Yeah, no, eventually, but
He's been invited to about.
he was going to be on
Yeah,
about
true,
10, and then
I stumbled across an email thread the other day between me and Kai on a day that we were coming to do a podcast, and it just is like him asking me like, Jesus Christ, please tell me it's been cancelled. I'm like, Kai, what are you talking about? Sort your shit out. And come to
Shepherd
the
out.
podcast.
Sort your shepherd
yeah. Or
out.
did you say I'm knackered as well? But let's get it over and done with.
No, I went, right, mate, I'll try it. I'll speak to him as well. see if I can wrangle our way out of it.
Protocol 10.
Go for it.
Basically, Protocol 10 is the kind of the...
Batman dies. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's the
Stuart.
carrot for the whole game.
Yeah.
It's an open world game, and its thread of, like, think of Skyrim, it's got a plot that pulls you through. The plot that should pull you through Batman is Protocol 10. What is Protocol 10? What is going on?
Oh, it's
How
lots
can I
of
stop it?
lots of arrows going in people's knees. And
That's
stuff.
it, yeah. And
I've not seen that yet.
no, apparently it's a thing.
Yeah,
it's
it's a
like
thing
a
on the
movie,
on
isn't
the
it?
forums. I was doing that just then through the guise of irony and satire.
And
I think anyone who does it is a tinsel.
Tinsel. And yeah, and you get to the end, you find out Protocol 10 is, and you're just like, awful, yeah.
It changes the whole way the direction the game's
Interesting.
going as well, doesn't it?
Very quickly, and
Suddenly-
everything just bottoms out. The game just drops out at the end. You realise, wow, the game is brilliant, but
Yeah, Protocol 10 being in the list is representative of Batman's story being such a huge letdown.
but then you get to Protocol 11, which really solves things.
If the story was better, that would be more the top of Game of the Year's list, like indisputably, because it's so incredible.
I
But
agree.
the open world nature leads to an unfocused story, kind of always, but this one's particularly
You can't control the story, can you?
the biggest disappointment.
Grandfather.
If it's Stu Newcomb, I'm going to be disappointed.
No, it's going to be
After one surprise.
Protocol 10.
Well, I'm hoping of Sakai of Connolly.
Anthony Kai, isn't it? Yeah.
I think it's going to be Kai.
It's Duke Nukem forever.
Oh, wow,
Double
that's
award
getting
winner?
slammed.
This is why it shouldn't be nominated for 2 awards.
You made the awards.
How can you not have it as a disappointment, though? How can you not?
Because there was the
Because I wasn't
expectation
expecting-
was so diluted
Yeah, not disappointing.
that it's not disappointing. Because I think, Duke Nukem's going to come out. Oh, Duke Nukem's going to be amazing. No, it's not. It's going to be fairly poor, at best mediocre. What it turned out to be, fairly poor.
I think it's very
Slightly
easy to
worse than
say
that.
that now with the benefit of
I think
hindsight.
no,
Let me ask you
I said that people were going to be morbidly curious to see how it turned out, and it was, yeah.
It's a disappointment to be our most disappointing thing, but then it is also incredibly disappointing.
It is.
So
Yes, yeah. The love for those original games were great.
Where was Rathbone born?
it's an interesting question. Slightly outside Liverpool.
Yeah,
In a
Liverpool
box outside
area.
Liverpool.
Case closed. He's wrong.
Whatever it looked like nearer the end of the development cycle, the fact that something is has a 12-year hype, it's going to be disappointing, whatever. So maybe, therefore, it is so obvious it shouldn't even be on the list. But
Did anyone
I voted
play
Protocol
it?
10. Yeah, I played it quite a bit, yeah.
Were there any bits in it which were like really good? Because it is a first-person shooter. Surely there must be moments where it's like,
No,
Oh.
no, not. I mean,
Not
there
at all.
were
No,
bits that
just not.
held your attention because they were so outrageous. If it wasn't being offensive, it was being bland.
that's a shame.
Yeah, it was just it was just all over the shop. Just stuff like slapping the tits of women who are being raped by aliens. It's just a bit.
Really?
Yeah, and then they die of
we've
pregnancy
undersold this
explosions.
Steve, are you starting a wise man again?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh, we'll be later.
We move on to biggest loser. In this category, we have the Nintendo 3DS, the PlayStation Network, hackers,
Yeah.
Boo.
Apple, Skyrim on PS3.
Yeah.
I think the
that.
hackers are winners in a way. They're winning. It's the rest of us that are losing because of them, surely.
No, but they showed themselves this year to be, because when their hacking phase, they hacked everything. It showed that it was
What
just,
have we lost? What have we lost through hackers' activity?
we gained quite a lot actually. from
Hack-
PSN hours,
hackers are all dicks, full stop.
Yeah.
No ifs or buts about it.
What about
They
Neo?
think they're fucking different from someone breaking into someone's house. They're not any different. And it's like the internet forum mentality. It's the whole kind of anonymity, and they can say whatever they like because they're on a message board.
Are you the man? Are you the man who wrote the voiceover for the video? You wouldn't steal a car. Are you that guy?
He's just a man who's watched it a lot.
You wouldn't steal a purse. You wouldn't steal a Cadbury's cream egg if it was left on the side.
Yeah, don't steal my fucking film, Dick.
Probably would.
It hasn't just been PS3. Like we know a few people who on Xboxes they've had like their accounts hacked and
Stuff's still being
spending
hacked.
loads of money, and that's I find that worse than the PSN thing.
But that's not.
Because that's just the PSN thing. At least there was the element of we're
Xbox
gonna
was
take down Sony. Yeah, we'll screw the massive company. When you're doing it to individual people and fucking up their, festiving their
Just
accounts.
identity theft, though. Those sort of things, isn't it?
Yeah,
But it's nerdier and it's lame and it's not. You can't imagine it's being done in a high-tech vault with computers and lasers. It's them sitting in their basement on a.
And it's always FIFA. It's always It's just Kiefer Sutherland's.
Kiefer Sutherland,
Kiefer Sutherland's everywhere.
Kiefer Sutherland
Smashing it.
FIFA Sutherland.
did it wrong.
Yeah, hackers were lame.
So hackers are bad, man. But obviously, 3DS has performed terribly.
It's picked up now.
Bad launch. Yeah, slow burner. Now it's finally starting to
But
get
it can still be because for the first
Yes, it's
6
big
months or whatever, it's disappointing because
Absolutely.
the only game people say
This is the
Street
loser
Fighter,
category.
right?
I'm a loser, not disappointed.
Oh, okay, he's a loser as
I
well.
mean,
it was a-
PSN, I think it depends whether it's a journey. I mean, it began as a loser and finished as quite a big loser.
No, we are talking about.
The journey it's taken is possibly a positive one. But
We're talking about this year, not the whole way through.
Chris said to
know.
me that it hasn't been up for like half the year. It's like, it's a service that for pretty much half the year hasn't been working. It's like,
yeah, it's true.
that's a pretty big loser. Isn't it?
And what I will say is,
Oh god.
hold on. The
Delicious.
Just bear with
mince
us
pie.
here whilst Chris finishes his mince pie. Mince pie number 6 of the evening.
that's not a stand-in for
Yeah, muff.
man dick.
That's just mince pie.
It's an outrageous muff.
I was surprised when I said man dick.
That man dick came out of your mouth.
Anyway,
I prefer the female.
We're all a bit surprised by
I
that.
prefer the penis of the female.
It's deadlier than the male.
Space reference, nice.
Song.
That was the reference.
Song?
Space, sorry, not space. Space.
Song.
What are you doing?
Song?
What are you doing?
Space.
The name of the band that sung that song is called Space.
Sweet.
For God's sake.
Knowledge imparted, knowledge accumulated.
could have got away with that then.
I'm getting quite song. I play Battlefield. I can see why.
Song. Mike's here.
Song.
The thing is,
Looks like it.
Is Apple's on there because like
Why is
what
Apple
their
on there?
fucking guiding light?
because
is
they've
like-
lost
Yeah,
Steve Jobs.
They're losers because they're.
I nominated
that's
because they
horrible.
lost their guiding light. Yeah.
That's horrible.
why is
It's
that
not-
horrible?
Brave soldiers of the year, sure.
yeah, but they've lost something.
Skyrim PS3 is fine.
Skyrim for PS3 is the most recent big loser. It's just an absolute abomination. One of the
It's not-
most crippling bugs left in the game.
Do you own
recent
it?
memory. I do, yeah. Played
I
it.
own it.
It crippled my game.
I own it.
I had to stop playing. You played like 4 hours.
I played 20
You haven't even got
hours.
a sword yet.
What are you talking about?
I've seen your character.
I've got,
He's
like-
naked from the waist down.
I've got, yeah, and you've seen
Wasn't that your fan art of his character?
Yeah, I've seen that.
just my face stuck onto like this
On a
barbarian
cat body.
oil.
Oh, he's one of the cat bodies. The Kashyyyk.
God,
The save file
The whole
increases the
save
whole
file.
game.
I'm sorry.
it's apparently present in new Fallout 3
Yeah.
and New Vegas.
What a
Festive.
surprise. Bethesda, okay, they make
Festive.
great games. That's fair enough. But, my God, some of the issues that get through the net, it's just unforgivable.
The scope of the game is so big.
Yeah, I knew you were
Fine,
going to bring that
Xbox.
up. When your save file gets bigger than 6 meg, the fact is Bethesda need to up their game in terms of making their games play like games.
Did this Skyrim one? Is it everyone's account? Like
Most
file?
people.
I was gonna say, how the
But
hell
it's
do you not
fixed.
find that?
It's fixed.
It's been alleviated.
Now I'm up for mammoths spawning in the air.
Yeah.
I love glitches like that. They're hilarious. But these whole save files
Yeah,
getting
yeah.
corrupted,
Anything that ruins your game,
it's not
of
on. I'm
course,
afraid
yeah.
the winner of Biggest Loser, indisputably, are the hackers.
Ah, brilliant.
Yeah.
Two, brilliant.
I don't think
I
I
hate
voted for
hackers.
them.
I hate
I
hackers.
vote for the hackers.
They're just
What hackers?
little fucking fat spotty dickheads who think they get away with anything just
Well-
because they know how to rewrite a firewall.
You haven't cleaned up tickets.
Yeah, festive, spotty decorations.
Decorations.
let's move on.
Okay,
We've established that. Well, you've given them an award. Good work.
Nice. Take that, Biggest Losers. Got an award. It'll be coming in the post. Just send.
Please don't hack us.
You're going to be eating your words tomorrow when the front page of the newspapers, Anonymous hang up their hackers' cloaks. That's all I'm going to say.
After one last hack of Ready Game 5.
Heroic podcast responsible.
They'll never hack.
Chris,
through our
we're
system.
prime suspects now. I mean, who would you hack? The wise men who gave you Biggest Losers of the Year award? That's who I'd hack. That's who I'd pinpoint as my next target.
Pentagon would go to 2.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a bit tougher to hack.
Villain of the year. It's between Makarov from Modern Warfare 3,
Boo.
Wheatley, Portal 2,
Hey.
They all deserve booing.
the Riddler from Batman Arkham
He's
City,
behind you.
Dragons
The backwards flying
from
variety.
Skyrim, and Modern Sonic.
From Sonic
If
Generations.
you've played it, you'll know why.
Well, is that a spoiler for like how it turns out?
Well,
No,
He's just a
It's just that having
weaker part of the game.
putting him next to
Yeah,
old
yeah.
one, you suddenly realise,
Old Sonic's
oh,
so
this
cool.
this is what I hate. He's a lanky, festive idiot. I can't stand him.
I must say, for me, Dragons, I've not encountered anything like really serious in Skyrim, but they're great.
are they?
they're kind of easy.
Yeah, I heard that. Isn't there? Can't you use the same technique to beat all of them?
Kind of.
I just wait till they land and then chop the shepherd out of them.
Nice.
First time
And I
one,
get the shepherd out and I take him to that Pizza Hut.
Yeah, well, get him in some warm clothes.
the first time one caught me though, I was out in the middle of a field. Yeah, the tactic you're referring to is like basically lure them towards other stuff.
Yeah.
To attack it. This first time I was near nothing, so I was just running, and eventually I found a giant with a mammoth, and they juked it out. And then the mammoth killed me.
Wheatley Portal 2, we've covered it already,
Yeah.
but
It's blatantly that.
nothing stings as bad as a
Yeah,
friend
exactly.
who's
Yep.
become an enemy.
And the way,
Turned
the
into
way
like
you
an
best
evil computer.
The Riddler, possibly the coolest aspect of Arkham City and Arkham Asylum.
We were chatting about it, weren't we? We were like, oh, we should probably put the Joker in. And then Mike, you emailed, put in the Riddler, and we're like, well, of course, the Riddler is the best villain in the game.
but
I love the way he's projected on the wall as well.
yeah,
Yep.
he's
Moving
brilliant.
on.
Well, Makarov is the most evil person that's ever lived,
Yeah.
surely. Like, that's his whole angle.
He does some
He does awful
things.
things throughout the entire 3 games.
And he's representing the pantomime-esque bad guy.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
great. It's another award for Steve Merchant. Wheatley takes Villain of the
Ah,
Year.
It's a good
yeah,
shout,
yeah,
isn't it?
Add it to his cabinet.
He's a funny one for villain because he's probably the least villainous
Yes.
villain of them. He's he's really stupid.
Valve's genius again, though. Completely unconventional villain, and
Yeah.
but that's what we need to see more of. Which
Plus he attacks you
unfortunately,
with the mashy
Valve,
spike plate.
yeah, Valve just make good games, always.
Yeah.
There should be Developer of the Year and just be Valve every year.
Yeah.
Even when they don't put games out.
You're going to love it to death. Until it kills you.
You're gonna love
You're
it.
going to die. When he does that, I was like, yep.
I need to
I'm
play it
happy.
again
Such a
because,
great-
like you say, is
Yeah.
that you said in your article you wrote, it's just like you can watch it again like a
It's the
sitcom.
funniest
There's
game
lines
ever.
you've
When you get to the final chapter and it's like, oh, this is the part where he kills you. Then he says, this is the part I'm going to kill you. And then the chapter name appears.
Yeah.
The part where he kills you in this.
Isn't the achievement named that as well?
It is included
Yeah.
that. Yeah, you when you avoid it.
Do you know what else is down there? Your parents.
There's a triple portal gun.
Just
Does
now,
he say
like,
that?
There's a triple
Does he?
portal gun, yeah.
Nice, nice.
Boys, lots of boys.
Boys.
Yeah, just like to flash up the spoiler for Portal 2 warning again. Hero of the Year. Captain Price, Modern Warfare 3. Sully, Uncharted 3. Cole McGrath,
Yeah.
Infamous 2.
Stop shrugging. Infamous 2 comes up.
People don't hear shrugs.
Amuso from DC Universe.
Well, let's Stuart figure this one out.
Can I just
Whose character was a muso then? Did someone?
can I just point out that it's Mike's character from DC Universe. And then you removed, like, we added him in there, and you removed him on the final cut, and we had to put him
we
back.
put him back in. Amuso, DC Universe Online, and Classic Sonic from Sonic Generations.
Modern Warfare 3, haven't been there.
You haven't played Amuso.
Oh, you've never, ever looked up at Captain Price and gone, I would.
I don't know what it looks like in Modern Warfare 3.
Have you played Modern Warfare 1?
Still got his
Yeah.
hat.
Or 2? He's Captain Price.
No.
It's the same.
He and yeah,
His mustache might have changed. It
he
makes a big
saves the
difference.
world.
Yeah, he
Stuart.
does. And
Sully,
gets the gun.
you know, I like Sully in Uncharted 2.
Oh, so his moustache
He's
is
got
fine.
a good. Well, it's a cigar I'd focus on for that one. It's all
It is
about
kind of
well,
Price, isn't
Price
it?
got a cigar.
Yeah.
Cole McGrath.
Infamous 2. Again, stop trying it, Infamous 2!
Mate, it's an interesting we let him go.
Well, I mean, I know his secret identity is certainly that of a tinsel, so I wouldn't call him a hero.
I'll tell you some of the great things Muso's done this year, okay?
Classic Sonic's awesome, obviously.
He stopped the aliens were invaded by running away from them. That was really amazing.
Is that your power?
He fell into the water quite a lot. And apparently he looks like a vegetable.
Muso.
A Muso!
It's a great name. And Classic Sonic is...
amazing.
All of a sudden, it was so clear as to what had been going wrong. Like Steve said, it's when you put both of them together, you're like, oh, right! Because the evolution has been so slow, you don't really notice it. But seeing little tubby Sonic
Tell
again...
that to Godbrothers.
He's adorable as well.
He is just amazing, and it was a pleasure to see him again. I didn't realise I missed him so much.
Classic Sonic's very cool.
In a great game, which is a shame. Sonic Generations has come out at the time of the year that it's come out in, because it's just been completely lost in all of the Batmans.
Wonderful time.
It's brilliant.
Sully was a big driving force.
Sully was my favourite character.
He was the heart and soul of
definitely.
3, yeah.
If you got involved in a three-way with Sully and
Nate.
Nick Drake?
Nick Drake. Fuck you, mate.
Sully.
Festive you.
Nathan Drake. Who would you go with? Because I thought you would obviously go with Nathan.
Put your hands together.
No, it sounds like you.
Yeah, well, let's be honest. I mean,
No spoilers, by the way.
You like Tom Selleck.
For the threesome at the end of Uncharted 3, where it's you, Charlie, Cutter,
where
and
Muso appears and nails the shepherd out of.
Don't Festive Drake.
Nice.
I, for some reason, I feel the urge to slag off the villain in Uncharted 2.
Always.
No reason.
Who? I forget his name. Wasn't it something like Captain McBad Guy?
Russian bag.
Apov.
Lazarevich.
Captain Russianov.
Drake. I'd Frosty the Shepherd out of Chloe.
Yeah. He's been up a tinsel.
Yeah, nice.
But
You know what Frosty was?
Fist.
Price is awesome. Chris did. I remember soon after you were playing Modern Warfare 3, you were just like,
So
is there anything better than having Soap and Price?
Yeah.
The three of you just kicking.
Once again, the Modern Warfare campaigns completely overlooked, which is a mental thing to say because those games sell so well, but it's all on multiplayer. The campaigns in Modern Warfare is overlooked and brilliant.
I loved the first one.
I struggle with 2, but if you just sit back and embrace it and realise that it's a bit silly, but generally speaking, they put a load of effort into it. And the characters are great, and
it's literally a white knuckle thrill ride from start to finish.
with ever so slightly a twinge of like emotion and real character in there.
It's literally just enough. As a film, it would be dog shit, but as a video game, it
works great.
brilliant.
You do realise that because you play as Soap all the way for the first one, and then a bit at the end of the second one. But you do realise in 3 that suddenly you think, oh wait, Price has been the main character for all these games.
Is Soap?
And like obviously, very much
definitely the main character.
But like, he's the main character. He's the character.
Even in the first game,
It's his
when it
story,
flashes back to him.
Yeah. All that mission's incredible. But yeah, like Price is, he's an awesome character for what's just
a
first-person shooter war game that sells, like I say, solely on its.
absolutely.
Certainly
Half-Life,
NPCs as well. I mean, like, you play as Price
Half-Life want to
in.
get me pause.
No. Half-Life.
You play as Price in 3 missions across all 3 games.
Yeah.
And that's it. And yet he's the main character in the game, which is pretty cool.
It's very cool. But is it cool enough?
Yeah, let's find out.
It is cool enough, Mike. Price has won.
Wow.
Good.
That is
Quite-
surprising.
There's a landslide.
He's
That's
a hero.
surprising.
No.
I didn't vote for him. I voted for someone else.
Okay, we haven't been doing this, but Classic Sonic and Sully are tied for second place.
Oh, okay.
Oh, good show from Sonic.
In third place, it's a Muso, so well done, Mike.
Who did he beat?
See, you think Infamous is that great? A Muso.
That's the greatest thing of the night.
Wait!
Your chubby, horrible camp character beat out the Infamous
One of
2.
my favourite characters of the year.
That's brilliant.
Well,
You've
Infamous
got to
2,
love that.
Infamous 2 is seriously
Infamous
underplayed, that's all I can say.
Mike's hero of the year.
Hero, that's Mike.
Mike, you say underplayed.
Sorry, I had to
Only one person played as a Muso this year. No one else wanted to be a Muso, and yet there he is, bam. Who voted for a Muso? How many votes did a Muso get?
I voted for a Muso. and he only got 2 votes, but that's enough.
Who was the other one?
I can't remember.
It wasn't you, was it? You voted for
Cole
Infamous.
McGrath, yeah.
Someone else. Amazing. I voted for Price because he is the hero of the year. And he
Well
won.
done, Amuso, the unsung hero of gaming.
We move on to biggest waste of money. Okay.
What about the Olympics?
Uncharted. How about nuclear weapons, guys?
Teachers.
Yeah, guns, man.
WMDs.
Guns.
Yeah.
But what actually has been on there?
I don't know.
Yes, no bigger question at this time of night.
Uncharted 3 Collector's Edition. Call of Duty Elite.
Yeah, waste of money.
The Nintendo 3DS. And PlayStation Plus. PlayStation Plus members didn't get as much compensation for the regular members after the shutdown, which is completely true. Didn't Plus members
We
get...
got a free month.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
So did regular people,
how many
didn't
months
they?
did they
Yeah,
lose?
exactly.
40 days.
No, maybe I got 3 months back. So my thing extended massively.
Maybe.
Right. Yeah.
So,
we can do it or we can leave it.
I thought he was talking about his cock. So,
It's right. It's
We were talking
right.
about his Christmas cracker.
That's the one.
Give it a pull.
Decorations.
The Uncharted 3 collectors. So that's made in, has it?
I think it's nice. I think it's a nice thing.
It's really nice, yeah.
So what?
How much
Is
was
it
it,
worth
though?
£104?
I'm not even thinking of this. I'm thinking of just the normal.
No, that
Like,
was in
Oh,
it.
you're just
That was
thinking
in
of the
it.
game, full stop.
That was in
the
it.
book thing.
Yeah, and how much do you say that was worth by itself?
Probably like
£42.
£75.
Well, exactly. And then for £29, you get
A statue of some guy dressed as Nathan Drake.
Clark Kent without his glasses on.
a statue of Nathan Drake, the treasure chest
Doesn't
to
look-
keep your
doesn't look anything
look
No,
like
like
it.
by statue, I'm thinking like
it's a
at
model.
least sort of gnome size or full life size.
your regular standard collector's edition model.
Is that a model?
No, a statuette.
A figurine.
A
Statuette.
figurine is what it is.
The Uncharted chest, which I use to keep all my games I'm currently playing next to my PS3. It keeps it nice and tidy.
The Uncharted chest.
You get the Uncharted 3 replica ring.
You fucking
I just pulled out of my
God.
around my neck
You're an
Wearing it
awful
around your
human
neck. Do you wear it around your neck every day?
every day.
That's
Really?
Mike, that is the... Oh my God. Can we...
I'm sorry, what a moment that was. we need video,
For all
don't
of
we?
our sakes, cut it.
For anyone's reputation to be in the same
Yeah.
room as a guy who has that.
There goes the
next day-
reputation Ready Game Fire's built up over the last year.
Tomorrow,
Which
at,
isn't saying much as it is.
The Uncharted 3 belt buckle.
tomorrow at work, I will be
hate
walking
you.
up to Mike, grabbing his shirt,
Can you please not? It's really
ripping it open,
It's
and
really
going, "Look,
It's
guys."
really flimsy. It's broken in like 3 places.
But then
Please.
it'll-
No, I'm opening the shirt.
that's fine.
Your
not
chubby
the-
neck is not.
You get the Uncharted 3 replica belt buckle as well.
Stand up.
I'm not wearing it. It's a real hassle to put on.
On the other hand, though, at least you spent £100.
Uh-huh.
40% of that has gone on a really good game.
Of course, yeah. Exactly.
And at least you didn't buy 2 extra copies in case it didn't arrive in time.
That was Skyrim, mate. Don't worry about
Oh,
it.
did you only bought 1 extra
One
copy
extra
of
copy of
Uncharted?
Uncharted, which I sold to a mate.
But for the 3DS, you've spent 100% of your money
Yes.
on feeling a bit sick.
It's like just getting on a roller coaster. Right?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So I can see Chris is itching for the reveal.
I can't believe you're wearing the ring around your neck.
He's just been in shock. I wonder why
How
Chris
would you
Rickard
assume I
thought this is an
wasn't?
unusual amount of quiet from Chris, and then he's he's looking at where it would be.
Because that's what you do with an engagement ring, or like
Around your neck?
or like a
Around your
shaman.
finger.
The only worst thing I could think of about a
Taking
ring,
a ring to Mordor, or
which
something.
doesn't involve an anus, is if you had the one ring that
Yeah,
you'd
well,
bought.
I
and had it on
wouldn't-
your-
wouldn't do
had it on your
that.
finger. That's the second.
Took it off with this ring.
And when we say one ring, we don't mean a shepherdy replica. We mean
The actual.
the one ring. And you don't have the one ring.
My
You've
brother
got.
does.
It's quite hobbity.
How long has he?
You're quite Hobbit-esque.
You are
Thanks,
quite
mate.
hobbit. Yeah.
What he's done, what Drake does with that ring is he takes one piece of girly jewelry and makes it into 2. Make a necklace out of this ring.
He's a manly man.
He's like me. He just doesn't give a shit what you think. Give a shit what you think.
Please tell me it came with the string. You didn't.
Yeah, it
so
came with the
thank God
string.
for that.
But I'm going to go to work tomorrow with my Beatles rock band guitar around my shoulder. Let's go. What?
Would you have it slung upside down? Of
course.
Crossways, yeah?
Yeah, Johnny Cash style.
Yeah. Outlaw, you're an outlaw.
Modern
Right, it's 3DS for me.
Call of
3DS.
Duty Elite.
Has to be that.
Yeah, you think so, wouldn't you?
Waste of money. It epitomises the
It
idea.
would be if Call of Duty Elite wasn't in the same category. Well, paying £40 for a
if people
little
didn't-
bit better stat tracking.
People didn't
£40
store their games in Uncharted chests, things like that.
£40.
a year. Yeah.
Yeah, Call of Duty
It's-
Elite.
It's like another gold subscription for Xbox Live to just get slightly better
So
stat
it's
tracking.
just
Yeah, it's just stats,
like
isn't it, as
Bungie
well?
Net, for instance.
Yes,
but,
it's exactly that. We've
probably
discussed it
less
before.
good and paid for.
It's had 1 million paid
I've never-
subscribers.
Because
never
what is
used it.
quite good, like if you bought the hardened edition, which I think is like 70 quid,
Yeah, yeah,
you
for
get all of the DLC for the rest
And
of
a
the year
year
free.
free.
So and they're promising a map pack every month. It's been a month, we haven't had one, so you're not quite living up to that. But that's at least good. But yeah, this just buying Elite
itself, yeah.
is
shit.
crazy.
1 million
You want to know the winner?
is a winner.
Yes.
Call of Duty, Call of Duty.
It's 3DS,
Don't be
surely.
Uncharted.
I think it's got to be 3DS.
It's Call of Duty Elite.
Yes.
Fair enough.
It was close though.
With what?
What was last?
Uncharted. It's Uncharted, isn't it?
Yeah, the Uncharted's the next one.
People looked up. People were like, why is that a waste of money? Oh God! And that ring. You wouldn't pay me to wear that.
Comes with a statue of a Nathan Drake cosplayer.
The face isn't
It's
great.
just turning into a anti-powers witch hunt.
That's what they said.
We're talking about.
Anti-powers.
Amuso was the 4th best hero of the year.
And also, guys, I wouldn't feel too disheartened because here's a little joke.
Oh, nice.
Why can Guile never reach his full potential? He's always holding back.
No, same with
That's a
Bison.
good joke.
I like it though.
It's good. And a bit of sherry.
Yeah.
So as we near the end of our awards.
Stretch now in the Ready Game Fire 2011 awards. The most anticipated game of...
I think Commander Shit might get mentioned.
Most anticipated game of 2012. Mass Effect 3, The Last Guardian, Ni no Kuni, Bioshock Infinite, Hitman, The Last of Us, Rainbow Six Patriots.
First thing I want to know is... Stuart, what did you vote for?
In this one, I voted for Last Guardian.
Oh, really?
What do you think I voted for?
I'm going to stick my neck out and say...
Mass Effect 3, I was
voted for
an
Mass
knowing,
Effect
you know,
3,
I was
yeah.
between those two. And to be honest,
think I
like,
voted for?
I'll enjoy Mass Effect 3 much more, but like, Last Guardian appeals to my sense of, like, twattishness.
Man, it's going to be awesome. But Mass Effect 3 is... a little while ago, I was like... When that game goes, I'm so excited about playing that game. Like, that's the most excited I've been about. Because most games you just play because but that's only about the story for me.
Yeah,
I
can
really
remember-
want to conclude the story of
I
that
can
game.
pretty much remember the whole story.
So that's
from
like
the first
looking
game,
forward to
so
a
yeah,
film, or the final part of a trilogy of a film. It's that kind of thing.
Yeah. Or a book. Or
Or
like
a great
Friday's EastEnders.
Exactly. You were going so well. What did you vote for, Mike? You want us to guess?
Yeah,
Can we get the nominations?
Last of Us.
You'd expect
Of course it was
I'd
The
say
Last of
Last
Us.
Guardian.
It's Nathan Drake stars in
The Last of Us,
the zombie
yeah.
apocalypse.
Did you really vote for that?
No, it's Bioshock Infinite, man. How can it be
course it
anything
was.
else?
Oh,
other than
was it?
Bioshock Infinite.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Just it's
Serious?
Oh,
I mean, do you not think it's a bit of a busted flush now? It's
busted flush. That's the thing with it. I think you've seen so much, and I have stayed quite well away from it. But you know what? There's a lot more going on.
also, I have to admit, I haven't played Bioshock 2.
Oh,
That's fine.
Oh, the ending's pants.
Yeah, both endings are pants.
Yeah.
And
There's 3 endings.
there's 2 endings.
Slightly
No, there's
There's
3
three
endings.
endings.
I got the 3rd ending.
It's slightly.
If you
There's
kill some of the little
there's
sisters,
the nuclear war thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's the I'm nice.
Yeah.
That ending.
And there's
No.
a slightly sadder music.
No. There's the nice ending, but a bit sterner.
Yeah.
There is. They say it in a slightly more. Oh, he used people, but he was a good
Yeah,
guy.
If you only take
Oh,
one little sister,
He
if you
killed
only-
some
Because
children.
what I did at the start of the game, I
No
accidentally
one ever
clicked on the
goes,
button.
he
Yeah.
killed some children, but not loads. Let's let him off.
Yeah.
Bioshock was just an unbelievable game. That outplays all of its weaknesses.
Well, like
and Infinite just promises to blow that open.
anyone else want to talk about Ni no Kuni, Hitman?
I can't wait till Ni no Kuni.
Hitman should be good, but Kane and Lynch was shite. So
Ni no Kuni looks like the
Was
most beautiful game of all time.
Shepherd.
Are you guys at all interested in Ni no Kuni?
Do
Do you know what it is, Stuart? Ni no Kuni?
yes.
I do from Studio Ghibli.
It's going to be amazing.
It looks
It's an
beautiful.
RPG
Well,
based in
Lawrence,
Studio Ghibli.
I must admit it's new one on me. I have to admit. That.
Lawrence or Loz has recently imported it from Japan, and he says even though he's playing a completely Japanese text-based game, he says it's incredible.
Yeah, he's
And
lovely.
it's helping him learn Japanese.
Does he not have any Japanese at all?
Huh?
Does he not have any Japanese?
Just the eyes.
Oh, and his parents.
Who wants to hear what's most anticipated?
I think it would be, by the sound of things, probably Bioshock.
Oh, Last Guardian I think would be great.
Mass
but
Effect 3,
Bioshock, I think.
All good, all great games.
Can I just say that only Mac voted for Hitman, and he wrote "woo" next to it.
If Deering voted, he would have voted for Hitman. He's a tosser.
It's Mass Effect 3, everybody.
Oh wow, there we go.
Yeah.
It's a big
It's-
choice. It's
well,
a good choice.
That one was more close. It snuck ahead of Bioshock Infinite by 1 point.
One vote.
Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
It's
I'm
because
saying-
it promises to because again it's promising to be the final part of a trilogy. So whilst Mass Effect 2 is one of the greatest games ever, it doesn't conclude anything, and then we're hoping that 3 will conclude
And
everything.
it has a terrible boss fight as well.
Yeah.
As long as that dickhead Ashley doesn't wind her way back into
That-
my game.
I wouldn't mind some kind of
she's dead in
bitch
mine.
fight between.
She's dead in
I
my
like
game.
it.
She's
Ashley.
dead in yours.
She died
I'm
in
looking forward to how my ragtag band.
Why don't you like her?
Sorry, no, she's not. I killed that
Yeah,
bloke
everyone
off.
killed Kaiden except for Dalamore
Yeah, I killed the
because
bloke
he's
off.
a weird human being.
What
Yeah,
a
yeah.
bender.
And
You don't like Ashley?
She's a dick, man.
Yeah, but she's at
She's
least
racist.
She is
Randa.
Yeah, she's a racist.
Everyone's a little bit racist. Look, you don't live as long as I have without a little healthy amount of racism
Are
in you.
you know the ones I mean about the
The
badger
Volus,
ones? Though,
they're the
yeah.
best.
Badger one.
This is what we've said is we have to have one of them in our group in the third one because they're
Yeah, the co-op.
wicked.
Yeah.
And especially you remember in the second one, there's that little one that like goes a bit mental and thinks he's like the savior of the universe.
Ah,
he just
yes,
charges
yeah,
into a
yeah,
room
yeah,
and he's
yeah.
like, you have to like stop
Pap,
him and
pap.
say, mate, you don't have any weapons.
Yeah.
You're 2 foot tall.
I'm Commander Shit.
Yeah. Come on, the shit.
First name the.
I'm commanding the shepherd, and I want you out of here.
Commander the shit.
Good shout. Good shout, Mass Effect 3.
It's amazing. I think what also helps it is that it's coming out really soon as well.
Prepping it for bigger
Yeah.
disappointment in the 2012
It's hard. Yeah,
awards.
it's hard to get too excited about something like Infinite
Do we
or
know
Last
the-
Guardian.
True, we don't even know they're coming.
Do you know the date for 3? Is it like March?
February or March?
March, I think it is. Yeah.
Cool.
Sweet.
It's James of the Year.
It's the big one.
The big one, James of the Year.
Which, of course, is between...
The band James.
In joke. This is an in joke.
well, if you've listened to Ready Game Fire more than once, and that doesn't include everybody in the room, unfortunately.
I've listened to Ready Game Fire more than once.
Because you've been on how many episodes, Stuart?
like 5 or
More
6.
than once.
More than once. That's what you need to know.
James of the Year, of course, is between Mac,
Yeah.
Rathbone,
Rathbone.
Dyer,
Boo.
and Clement.
Definitely Rathbone the
Who's
weakest.
that? Who's that final James?
James Clements.
Unbelievable.
He's been on 3 episodes.
Yeah.
He's been on more than Dyer, let's put it like that.
Yeah.
And Rathbone isn't even a James, so this is a 2-man competition. for
What
me.
he is James.
His name is Jamie.
Who's on the Batman one was JC, and that was a
and the
brilliant
Zelda
episode.
one.
Yeah,
you had
which
to
hasn't
hear, and
gone
that
up
will
yet.
blow your mind.
Unfortunately for JC, it's a 3-way tie between Mac,
Three-way
Rathbone, and Dyer. What do we do?
I voted Rathbone.
Who did you vote for?
We split it here.
Who did you vote for?
McNerney.
I voted for McNerney.
Well, then Mac wins because I voted for McNerney.
There you go.
Congratulations, McNerney.
Oh, as if he fucking needs to hear that.
As if he festive.
Mac?
this year.
Yeah, Mac.
He's pretty brilliant, though. Captain Mac.
James McNerney, winner of Best James of the Year.
James of the Year.
Yeah.
And that's all the awards.
No. We've got to discuss, we've discussed our games. We've got to discuss Mac a little bit.
We've discussed our
There's
games.
one more game.
We're now going to discuss
what?
our James.
Our favourite James. What was your favourite moment of James?
James Rathbone. I thought James Rathbone was very funny on episode 20. And that's what
But
swayed me.
Rathbone has this weak-ass feature called Independent
He's got the most
Bunions,
consistently entertaining and
whereas
informative
Mac
feature.
has maybe the best feature.
Mac has the best feature.
Mac's got the best
Independent
feature.
Boning still go on.
Yeah, unbelievably.
And
You know what I mean?
yet, my feature's been cut.
Tell me about
Why
it,
is your
Stuart.
feature cut? I'm still not sure about this.
I don't know, man.
loved ibuprofen.
We can bring it back
It's
whenever.
possibly because, like, one of the, of the 3, all of them were half-assed.
And you, I think if you contribute an answer,
wanna
what
hear
about Dyer, though? I mean, he
Dyer,
did
James.
well for a man.
Drop
who-
some,
James Dyer's done incredibly well, considering he's got the briefest of appearances at the Eurogamer Expo episode.
And he's a friend of the podcast.
Can I just ask you, did Mac vote for himself?
No.
Thank God.
He's the
No
If
one
he
voted
had
themselves.
done, he would have been
I
out.
wouldn't let that go past.
I would have.
Yeah, exactly. This is the thing. We
Did
say
you just
that,
say
I-
Rudolph?
Said Rudolph.
Rudolph, which of course
Instead of saying anus?
Rudolph got.
You're
removed from
the best James of this episode.
Thank you very
Stuart.
much. Thank you very much.
Right.
That's it.
And
All
that's
the
it.
awards.
Congratulations, McNerney. You've won
So
James.
no more awards then, is there?
Right, that's it.
Oh.
No, it's not the final category. But what is Shell's favourite cereal? GLaDOS. GLaDOS.
That doesn't work.
So, is that like an American
Wait a
cereal?
minute. Gladios.
What did Shang Tsung say to the Aztec witch doctor?
Fireball.
Your soul is Mayan. Mayan.
They're getting worse. They're getting worse.
Mayan.
Game of the year. Arkham City. Portal 2. Skyrim. Modern Warfare 3.
That's a lot of games.
Uncharted 3. Gears of War 3. Minecraft 3. Dead Space 3, Dark Souls 3, Battlefield 3, and Infamous 2.
It's either
Go on.
Gears
No.
or something else I like. No, it's obviously.
I think I know what's going to win.
It's probably
I think I know what
Uncharted 3.
should win.
Uncharted 3, I think. will
No,
win.
Portal 2 will win. Arkham City probably should win.
I love Portal 2.
Yeah.
Well,
Single player is brilliant. The co-op is brilliant.
If just going by what the rest of the awards have been,
Yeah, I mean,
Portal 2 has a good chance because it was amazing as well.
we haven't spoken about many other games that have Portal 2. Like, we spent a whole 20 minutes talking about our favourite moment from it because it's that game. It's a game of moments that kind of feel personal because it was such a
But
cool,
then
funny game.
Arkham City,
With Skyrim and Arkham City,
10
like,
times longer than it.
like I said earlier on, they're both open world games, and therefore they're going to suffer in terms of focus. Some people prefer that. The open world, kind of more of the freedom. I tend to prefer these days games with a more focused experience.
Yeah.
It's just where I am in my life.
I love open world games. They're my favourite kind of game. Skyrim it's an incredible game. Like Fallout 3, I played it, thought this is the pinnacle of gaming achievement, but didn't love it. Like, I thought it was incredible and looked at it and said, this is probably the best game ever made, but I'm not in love with this game. Same with Skyrim. It's an incredible game, astonishing, but it's so impersonal. You play it and there's just so much to it. You feel like a tiny drop in a giant puddle of dragons.
In
Very
Fallout, you
focused.
are the vector for change in that world.
Nice.
Look at that. He's a smart man, that's Stuart Fenn.
Never accuse me of being overly verbose.
Are you reading
Certainly
this?
not.
I rather boringly did vote for Modern Warfare 3 because
You
I
did
enjoyed
vote
it
for
so
it.
much.
Oh, wow.
I don't know
So
what
you
I
weren't
voted
going
for.
to.
I was going to go for
It's
Arkham
like 2
City.
hours ago now, and I don't know what it was.
Longer than that.
I loved Arkham City
did,
a
yeah.
lot, but which game am I still going to be playing in 3 months' time? It's probably still Modern Warfare.
Is this
and
enough?
Arkham deserves
Talking.
a lot of love this year.
It's such a shame that because story could have been better. It's a shame.
But
It fell from grace.
like we've said many times, the experience you get of being Batman in an open
Yeah.
world, the way they pulled it off in that game, with some of hands down the best combat we've ever seen in a game.
So Arkham City still tops Arkham Asylum,
Oh,
despite
not my
your
personal
minor
favourite.
quibbles with
no,
narrative.
well, it's a tough one, isn't it? It depends what you're after.
Yeah.
If you want a stronger narrative, play the first game. If you want a more fleshed out combat system, more freedom, and loads of side missions, it's
I'll tell you what I'm
you
after.
wanna be the bat.
I'll tell you what I'm after, a definitive answer, and not just you beating around the bush.
Batman.
Arkham City's
I'm
better.
afraid that's all
Arkham
you're going to get
Asylum.
from me.
For me, the thing when I look at my favourite games of the year, like games like Infamous 2, I've been really hyped for it. It just matched my expectations. Games like Uncharted 3 and Arkham City, I was so excited for it. It could never match that. Dark Souls and Dead Space 2, I thought I was going to hate and absolutely love them. But Portal 2 is the one game I had huge expectations for, and for me it met and exceeded those for me.
Yeah.
So for me, Portal 2 is just
That's
my game
why
of
I
the year,
was
without a
tempted
doubt.
not to vote for Modern Warfare 3 because as great as it is,
just matched
as much as I
it,
love
yeah.
it, it is still just as good as
It's
2.
more of it, yeah.
Whereas Portal 2 is got that thing. But then Arkham City for me, like I only ordered Arkham City like 2 days before because I was not going to get it
You weren't,
because I played Arkham Asylum this year and I enjoyed it. It like before City came out, I was actually having a massive lull of games. I wasn't playing any games at all. And then I started playing that every night. Like
Arkham City
4 or 5
saves
hours.
gaming, says Edwards.
It was brought me back.
After Portal
like,
2 almost killed it
Well,
for
I see.
you.
It was honestly after Portal 2, I didn't play a game complete a game for about 4 months. Just couldn't be bothered because there was no games I wanted to play. No, there was a big lull. We've had all these amazing games at the end of the year, yet none of these games that we mentioned came out mid-year. Minecraft is probably
Oh, right, yeah, nice,
a
nice,
big
yeah.
shout for gaming. Like I would love to. I'm
Yeah, I'd love
because
to
it's
love
just
it,
come out
yeah.
properly. It's just come out and I'm gonna buy it very soon over Christmas, and I hope to get into it and enjoy it. But unfortunately, none of us have played it, so we can't really comment on it. But I put it in there because I thought if Jamie Rathbone voted, he'd like to have something.
Yeah, he could cling his little indie hat onto it.
Dead Space 2,
Yeah, again,
Disappointing.
I found it
I
disappointing.
didn't
after
play
the first
one, so it just absolutely blew me away. I
Yeah,
thought
yeah,
I'd be
you
able to play
nominated
it.
this.
Why didn't
Yeah.
Why didn't
had
you
that
play
effect.
one?
Yeah, where were
Too
you?
scary.
But it will have the same effect
was
though. The reason I
brilliant.
was nonplussed by 2 is because it was all so very familiar
Yes,
from 1.
I think so. That's the
And I
way-
didn't play deep enough into the game to possibly find anything new in
Yeah.
it.
And Dark Souls again was a game that I hated the first one. I hated it.
You hated Demon Souls,
I-
but you picked
I-
up Dark Souls. I mean, that's
What is it with you and
free
sequels?
copy.
He rents everything though, so it's
Got a
not.
free copy.
Did you?
He's a rent boy.
That's me.
yes.
No, the Dark Souls improved my one big gripe with Demon Souls, which was that there was a lot less having to run back through the same area again. They made it a lot more playable. The bosses I found always had a checkpoint or a bonfire in Dark Souls which is where you can respawn from when you die, within sprinting distance from a boss. So you could always run past everything to get back to the boss. It was like a 5-minute run.
Yeah, because
there was never that in Demon's
You're supposed
Souls.
to iterate your attempts on the boss.
Yeah, but in Demon's Souls you couldn't do that because you couldn't sit through that half an hour run back to it again.
Anyway, Demon's Souls got a nice mention last year.
Yeah,
made it
and
better.
Dark Souls was
Despite the fact it
really,
came out 2 years ago in Rathbone.
really big surprise for me.
That's all in there.
Let's move on. Battlefield 3 was also nominated. Thoughts?
I played Battlefield.
It didn't get that many
The thing
votes.
about that game is,
I played Battlefield.
well, it's solely for the multiplayer, isn't it?
Stop
Because no one is nominated for single player. Because the guys at work that I chat to a lot, like a lot of them loved Modern Warfare 3 single player, and anyone who's played Battlefield has always agreed it's shit. But then the multiplayer is brilliant. It's better multiplayer game than Modern Warfare.
Yes.
Is it still a little bit? It seems like it's still underwhelmed by how great everyone says Battlefield 3 is compared to the hoo-ha about Battlefield 2 and Vietnam. It doesn't seem like it's captured people. People still seem a bit disenchanted.
Well,
with
it's rushed
Battlefield
out to compete with Modern Warfare, and it showed, didn't it? I mean, install texture disc now. Sherry makes you really warm. Drunk.
It's nice
Good old
drunk from
Xbox.
Sherry.
Lovely,
It's good
yeah.
it's good for the winter time.
I like it.
That thing on initial viewing is a bit of a joke, but it's only what PS3 does, and it's only
hidden.
what PC.
What did you get it on, Stu? 360.
360.
Because I got it on PC because it was almost like a PC exclusive. So good was the PC version.
Yeah, sure.
That when it came out, it was like a big inspiration to get a PC.
Yeah.
Suddenly, I thought, I'll
And I bet it's amazing on the PC. as well.
Websites were doing very strict
Because
it looks
PC review
as nice
and console
on-
review.
What it is, it's one of the only games this generation that's got a higher PC Metacritic score than.
Gears of War 3 and Uncharted 3 are both in there as well.
Stu, do you want to jump in with Gears of War?
It's not Game of the Year.
There you go.
It's not Game of the Year. I mean, it's just a very well polished version of like 2007 or 2009's Game of the Year.
Have you guys been playing it a lot? Like,
Yeah,
online and
man.
stuff?
As much as you thought you would
Probably-
be?
I mean-
Still? Now?
The beta was hit a lot,
I was
think
going to say,
that's
as
the
much as the
problem,
beta.
and that was one of the big problems. The beta was hit a lot, and there was
You
more
got a
people
real
playing.
Jeep.
Then the game. Do you want me to punch you right in the face with my brawny, epic Unreal Engine hand?
Yep.
Amazing.
It was just the single player was unfinishable for me, and the co-op was very. It is clearly just gimped to try and fit it in because it was just a streamline running through a corridor.
Also-
big pod has jumped out with lots of lambeths.
When Dom dies, it's the stupidest thing
It's
ever.
stupid death.
So stupid.
Dom, what are you doing? I'm trying to explain. It's my hero moment, but you're just driving at that. We're halfway away from getting away.
do this.
I'm sacrificing myself for Maria.
And
Maria!
Mad World is playing.
Yeah.
Because all the saddest things
Slowly.
happen when Mad World plays.
And yet, is it a move that at least they made that Uncharted probably should have done, Mike?
And Uncharted 3 was a brilliant game that is worthy to be kind of banded around with Game of the Year, but
too
definitely
similar.
this year was not the year. It was another good episode in the Uncharted franchise, but wasn't the defining.
It
moment
doesn't
for
grow enough, though, and
We haven't finished it yet. There's some good stuff.
yeah, but you yourself said it's about to get exactly the same as Uncharted.
right at the end.
You
of
haven't
it.
done the
There's-
two best bits.
No, I know. I've got the plane and the boat. All right, coming up.
Yeah.
It's amazing he knows those are. The
And I'm
two
sorry.
bits. He's watched a lot of trailers.
I'm sorry though. Uncharted's always. Disclaimer: I like Uncharted. Uncharted is always kind of held aloft as this kind of great vehicle for storytelling.
It's not.
And I'm sorry to
It
use
is.
an argument
It's
from.
It is.
I'm sorry to
Name.
reference zero punctuation, but it's revealed that the devs think of the set pieces and then build a story around it, and that's not how you come up with a good
When
story.
did we
That
find
was
this
clearly
out?
true for 3, not for 2.
I was going to say, it doesn't feel like
that
that's
was
the
clearly
case
true
for
for 3.
two.
No, they said that for 3. They said that for 3. They did mention
The way
it.
he
2
mentions
was
it is as if
definitely-
that's kind of accepted
2 is
across all of them.
definitely not that way. 2 is a very well constructed game. If the story is told, the story isn't original. The way it's told is
I don't
very
think so, man.
different.
It's literally like go here and get the treasure, go here, get betrayed. It says on your map.
The-
To-do list, get betrayed.
Well,
the overall story, sure. The overall story.
3
is,
suffers so much. Like we
Yeah,
discussed it, like the boat bit. I know you haven't got there, Chris, but
it's
there's no reason why you end up on the boat, and then when you finish
it's
the
so
boat
good,
bit,
but-
they do the weakest reason for you to just be back into the story.
It's the way the story is.
So when you're talking about
presented.
story, you're not talking about story. You're talking about
Characters.
Narrative. I talk about narrative. That includes
delivery
all
of
things.
delivery,
Characters.
delivery of narrative.
Delivery of narrative is very impressive. Yeah, the way it weaves story to cut scenes into
No.
the main game.
No.
You don't think it's impressive?
It's a very well presented package, but the story is.
Yeah, no, the story isn't good. Yeah, that's fine. It's not. It's not.
Now, Mike,
original.
what you're saying is right. Yeah, that's what it
It's-
does better than any game.
Yeah.
So that's Uncharted's big thing, isn't
Like
it?
I've
The
just
way-
said.
Not the plot. The actual
Shiny
No, no,
Hollywood
yeah.
gleam.
Guys, we just worked it out.
What?
Nathan Drake is quantum leaping from exciting lifestyle.
Pretty much.
Oh, now I'm on a boat.
That's 3.
If they use the Assassin's Creed storyline of it's just some bloke lying in a chair and he's reliving all these, because that's essentially what it could be.
Son of a bitch.
Could be, yeah.
Before I reveal the game of the year,
Pause.
what football team does Epona support? Spurs.
Any horse.
Game of the year.
What is it?
It's a dead heat.
Wait a minute.
2
I don't think we can vote. The James year, we could dismiss the way we vote.
Portal 2.
How many
and-
games?
It's between Portal 2 and Skyrim.
If Skyrim came out in April, it would be my game of the year.
And it was your game of the year, and it didn't come out in April. But this is an interesting argument you're penciling in here.
It's tough because
Fuck you.
the game is new and everyone's caught up in the moment of it coming out. So
more than
you
others.
then think, oh, we can't put it in the game of the year, but then it's also unfair to say a game that's just come out can't be in the game of the year. So
No-
it's tough.
no
Especially when the majority of them came out around the same time.
It's Portal 2 for me purely because
You voted for Skyrim.
it's Portal 2 for me right now.
This is a weird
Having
moment.
reassessed purely because that final 5-10 minutes is so memorable and will
Not
be
just
probably
not just the final 10 minutes.
Well,
the
yeah,
final,
the
the
betrayal in
final
the
like
middle.
15 minutes. I'll give you that.
The entire
And the
Carl
betrayal.
campaign.
the fight.
The final 5 or 6 hours. It's so memorable. Hooray for Portal 2! Hooray for Valve! Hooray for
Valve, they did.
Stephen.
We need more developers like Valve.
We do.
Like we need more. I always draw the parallels between them and Pixar
Yeah.
because it's so clear cut. We need more filmmakers like Pixar. We need more films like
Who
Cars
love
2.
their craft.
We need more devs like Valve because there's no one. There's no one like Valve. No one like
Naughty
Valve.
Dog.
So we are. I mean,
And that's the end of
this is
Mike's life. This is the part where we kill you.
This is a fair way. It is fair enough if we give it to Portal 2, only because Portal 2 would have been winning. Stuart was last to his votes. So Portal 2 was winning until Stuart did it, and he voted for Skyrim, and yet he for some reason has flipped. So I suppose it's fair enough.
Well, he
that we're
was
giving
going to
it.
continue to
That does
vote
make
for
sense.
Skyrim.
That in a way, at least we can think if you'd actually voted for it after the episode.
To be fair to Skyrim, no game like in recent memory has. I mean, just so many people talking about it constantly. I mean,
Oh, that's a good thing, is it?
yeah, but I mean, in terms of like what they've done in the game, the stories that happened to the personal things, it's there's a lot going on Skyrim, and it deserves that runner up.
Ready Game Fire's game of 2011 is Portal 2.
It's
A good show.
That's the end of the final episode of the year for Ready Game Fire. Thanks for listening, and I hope we got better since we started. Thank you for sticking with us. As always, please email us.
Thank you, everyone.
Anything that you want to, contact at readygamefire.co.uk. Tweet us at readygamefire. Facebook us, find the page, and please click the like button at the top of the page to receive regular RGF updates. I'd like to say Merry Christmas from the RGF team, and it's goodbye from me, Chris Fox, goodbye from Stuart Fenn,
Bye.
goodbye from Mike Power,
Baubles ahoy!
and goodbye from Steve Edwards.
Goodbye.
Merry Game Fire, Ready Game Fire.